Okay, let's go ahead and get this stream cracking. Back for the second time today in a major way. It's your boy T Dub was blazing the sports. Yes, of course, I am back at it, like a crack at it, giving you boxing geekers this work. What's cracking with you? Smash the like button. Soon as you come in, smash the like button. If you catch it on replay, subscribe to the channel. Be a part of the movement. Don't get left behind. All right, guys, listen, man. You know the main topic. We're going to get to that, though. But here's what's going on, guys. Here's what's going on, right? Still talking about this Devin Haney, Lomachenko. So I just saw, as I walked out to the car, that Eddie Hearn is trying to put pressure on Ryan Garcia to fight Devin Haney. And I got to ask you guys this, because Ryan Garcia said, hey, I can't get Manny Pacquiao or Gervonta Davis, then I'll fight uh, for the actual WBC title, and I'll fight Devin Haney. But it didn't happen, right? I don't know why Ryan Garcia doesn't want to fight Devin Haney. I don't get it. Even though I believe Lomachenko versus Devin Haney, I just did a video about that. We see how that's heating up. That's getting hot, like the July. American Proud to Travel, what it does. What's up, champ? Smash that like button. So listen, man, let's get to it. Let's get to it. Let's get to it. There's nothing to it but to do it. So it seems like Devin Haney and Lomachenko might be heading to a fight. And honestly, this might be a 50-50 fight. But even with that being said, right, because I think Ryan Garcia, if he wanted to fight Devin Haney next, if he wanted to, he can do it, right? He's mandatory. He can probably push for Haney to fight him as mandatory, right? Question is, why doesn't he want it? He said he didn't want to fight Devin Haney because he wanted to fight Gervonta Davis. He didn't want to fight Gervonta Davis because he's going to fight Manny Pacquiao. Now the Manny Pacquiao fight is completely off the table. Mom already cleaned the dishes. Completely off the table. I do not believe he's going to fight Gervonta Davis. Leo Santa Cruz, who is also Mexican, he stated some wise words. Because typically, a lot of times, people try to support their own people. Oh, I believe, Ryan will win or Deontay will win, right? Leo said, listen, man, I think you need more experience because the shit that Gervonta Davis is cracking with, listen, it'll crack you up. And I'm not talking about laughing. It will crack you up. You need more experience. You're a good fighter. But in so many words, Leo Santa Cruz is telling Ryan Garcia, you don't want that smoke. And I don't really think he wants that smoke either. So Ryan Garcia doesn't want to fight Haney. He is okay with not fighting for a belt. That's mind-blowing to me. Are we really in the era that belts don't matter anymore? They don't hold value. Because if belts hold value, why would Ryan be okay not fighting for a major belt? I think we are in a different era now. Yes, I think the belts are just used as a bonus now. Because the having the belt, I mean, just I don't know, man. I think it's just a bonus now. Having a belt is just a bonus. Like give a little extra meaning for a fight. Because why don't Ryan want the belt? But it looks like Lomachenko and Devin Haney at least in writing, not legal writing, but again, Twitter fingers, they have agreed to fight. Not only agreed to fight, they agreed the fight will go down in April or May. And I got to be honest, I support Devin Haney. I am a fan of Lomachenko's style. This to me is a 50-50 fight. I can see both fighters pulling it off. Even though Lomachenko lost to Teofimo Lopez, and I don't think he never should have been ranked, pound for pound #1. But Lomachenko versus any lightweight that's at the top, that's a good fight. There is nobody that I can say I can see clearly kicking his ass. Even if he fought Teofimo Lopez again, I'm like, that's a close fight. That's another close fight. If it goes to the court, I don't know. But now let's get to the fight at hand. Hope you guys enjoyed that warming up. See, I wanted to give you guys a little bit warm up. I want to talk box. I want to give you guys that, when you come into the stream, you getting that work. Let's work. I'm clocked in. You smashed the like button, right? Let's get it. Mikey Garcia. Talented boxer. And said, listen, man, this Manny Pacquiao fight, it's actually been in the works for a few years. This last year, it had really heated up, and it's very close to being finalized. And I have to be honest, I believe Mikey Garcia is much closer to making this fight than Bob Arum is securing Manny Pacquiao for Terecnce Crawford. When Manny Pacquiao says, I have been working on this fight, not Manny, but Mikey Garcia said, I have been working on this fight, or they have been working on it for a few years, I believe him. I believe him. And I believe when Mikey Garcia, leading up to fight Errol Spence Jr., I believe that. Hey, how's it going? I'm sorry, guys. One of my old bosses just walked by. I believe that God, he threw my mind off, man. Somebody, I'm cooking, right? He walked right, I'm in my car, right? He walked right in front of the car. And then he said, hey, what's going on, right? So, all right, here we go. Let me get my mind back. I believe they've been working on this fight with Mikey Garcia probably before, or at least it started doing the Errol Spence buildup. Manny Pacquiao was in attendance. He was hoping, praying to the salt waters and the ocean that Mikey Garcia, some kind of way, beat Errol Spence Jr. If he would have beat Errol Spence Jr., that would have been the next fight for Manny Pacquiao. But he lost. He lost. Right? But after the McGregor fight went down the hill, Ryan Garcia fight down the hill, it looks like they come way back to Mikey Garcia versus Manny Pacquiao. And where does this leave Terecnce Crawford? Once again, man, Terecnce Crawford probably going to Bob Arum, looking at Bob in that face like, bro, what's going on, man? So what are our options now? And Bob Arum probably turned to Terecnce Crawford. We still got Porter, and they don't really, I don't think they really want to fight Porter, right? I get some people saying, man, Porter's not a champion. He should have took the $1 million. He should have took the $2 million. Even though Shawn Porter's daddy, Kenny Porter, I believe, came out and said, listen, we never even seen a $2 million offer. So how did we turn it down? Then people brought up that what Shawn Porter said in a podcast that wouldn't be good money. They said, hey, I don't care what you say. They never actually sent the offer. But I got to ask you this. Is Shawn Porter worth the $2 million? Yes or no? And if you say no, then I got to ask you, How come Kell Brook got that money and Kell Brook hasn't been relevant as a welterweight for damn near 4 years? He wasn't even fighting at welterweight. His name was not popping. He was not even a top contender. I don't even know if Kell Brook was even ranked at a welterweight. I'm being honest. He could have, but I don't know it. He's been fighting north of the division, but he got it. So if he got it, and Shawn Porter, who is relevant, no one has beat him clear. And even if he fights Terecnce Crawford, I don't see this as a mean machine dominating like Terecnce Crawford did the second half of that fight. This is the type of fight that will push Terecnce Crawford to the max. Terecnce Crawford will have to be thinking every second of that bout. But I'm telling you, as a fan, I want that fight. As a fan, I want that fight. As a fan, I don't know if Terecnce Crawford can pull it off. He has more skills than Shawn Porter. I'm gonna say this. I think Terecnce Crawford wins by decision, but I don't think he come out this fight unscathed. Yes, Shawn Porter is worth 2 million or perhaps more. I think he should get more. I think he should get more. Uh, so that's the only route I see for Terecnce Crawford. If they fight anybody else outside of Shawn Porter, will that be? Is that considered a duck? Shawn Porter is mandatory. You cannot get another major fight. Shawn Porter is a fight that would demand eyes. It is a fight that people will actually, that hasn't been done in a long time. Some people, not all, will actually pick against Terecnce Crawford based on the style of Shawn Porter. I want that fight. And if Shawn Porter's fighting Terecnce Crawford, and then Mikey Garcia's fighting Manny Pacquiao, and even in that fight, right? Even though I think Pacquiao might get the nod, but listen, man, Manny Pacquiao age catches up with us all. If Manny Pacquiao would have fought Mikey Garcia right after beating Terecnce Crawford, not Terrence, but Keith Thurman, I would have for sure went Manny Pacquiao. But even though I would have for sure went Manny Pacquiao, I still would have had that but if factor for Mikey Garcia. Because if you look at people like, let's say, Juan Manuel Marquez will always be linked with Manny Pacquiao. Always. And even if Juan Manuel Marquez got beat, he got outboxed by Tim Bradley. And even when Manny Pacquiao was in his heyday, when I say heyday, I'm talking about when he came to 147 and he was just running through everyone, right? Waxing off Cotto, waxing off Ricky Hatton, waxing off Oxley La Hoya, just running through them, right? Running through. And now all of a sudden, here come another fourth bout with Juan Manuel Marquez. And at this point, many people thought that Manny Pacquiao was levels beyond the bouts, the close bouts with him and Juan Manuel Marquez. Levels. But Juan Manuel Marquez is just one of them guys that had his number to make it always a competitive fight. Style makes fight. And it's going to be mentioned before. It's been mentioned by me. It's going to be mentioned by others that Juan Manuel Marquez and Mikey Garcia show similarities. Shawn Porter is a bigger draw than even Bud, and that's crazy. That's crazy though, huh? That's crazy. Mikey Garcia is a counterpuncher, like Juan Manuel Marquez. Mikey Garcia does not have great footwork like Juan Manuel Marquez. Mikey has great timing like Juan Manuel Marquez. There's a lot of similarities. There's a lot of similarities. The difference is Mikey is younger. Man, listen, what do you think about that? Good fight. I believe Mikey Garcia is closer to making this happen than Bob Arum is securing Terecnce Crawford. You let me know in the comments. What do you think about it? Till next time, guys, listen, man. 2 shows today, 2 shows yesterday. I'm trying, guys. Trying to, I'm like, you know what? Even if I can't give my full hour, I gotta give him this work, man. I gotta give him this work because this work I'm giving cannot be matched or duplicated. Until next time, and always, here is what's blazing the sports. First of all, let me do this. My boy just came in. Let me do show his comment. Light lit up says Shawn is not a bigger star than Bud. He just got a fan base after he beat Spence. He beat Spence. Woo! Woo! Bruh, listen. All right, let's do this. Before I go, here's the thing. I believe Terecnce Crawford is a better fighter. He has more skills in his arsenal. But Shawn Porter has a style that honestly I believe he gives anyone at welterweight fits. I'm not saying he wins all them fights, but he gives anyone at welterweight fits. Uh, Bigger fan base um, is probably before the Errol Spence Jr. fight. I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't know because I don't know. I don't know. The only thing I know is whenever Terecnce Crawford tried to go on pay-per-view, he didn't do well. He didn't do well. I mean, even when it was for a undisputed 140, it didn't do well. Amir Khan, it didn't do well, right? So we know that Terecnce Crawford, he does not have a big fan base, at least a supporting fan base that was pay-per-view. Shawn Porter was on pay-per-view one time fighting Errol Spence Jr., but you could give a lot of it to Errol Spence Jr. But even after that fight with Errol Spence Jr., I do believe Shawn Porter has gained more fans. Crawford sell out, and he sold. So, okay, man, all right. I think most of them, Madison Square Garden, even PBC doesn't believe Porter is worth $2 million without a belt. In my opinion, hey, light it up, bro. I mean, it sounds like you might be a Crawford fan. That's what it sounds like. Let's see. He says he might give Bud a good fight, but he's getting KO. I don't think so. I don't think so, bro. I don't think so. I think if he fights Terecnce Crawford, he will give Terecnce Crawford the hardest fight to date. If Shawn Porter is next out of Terecnce Crawford's career, this would be his toughest fight to date. And I don't think he's knocked out Shawn Porter, but he possibly could edge it on the scorecard. Porter would never get his own pay-per-view. Didn't get pay-per-view for the undisputed fight. I see you, champ. Boy, you killing it, man. Let's see. Crawford had the highest rate fight for combat sports 2018, and last year he had the second highest rate fight. Listen, man, I'm a huge Terence Crawford fan, huge, but I can't ignore his numbers from when he's on free TV for the most part, like ESPN, or when he's on pay-per-view. When he's on pay-per-view, and it seemed like they tried to match him up with people that can make bigger numbers. When they matched him up with Amir Khan, who got and here's my thing: if you don't believe Shawn Porter is worth $2 million, then how can you justify Amir Khan getting what was it, anywhere between $5 and $7 million. Americon um, definitely is not ranked higher than Shawn Porter, especially at the time. And at least Shawn Porter is coming off of a fight that, even in a loss, Shawn Porter actually elevated, his fan base. So if Americon, who they put on pay per view, was worth $5 to $7 million, and he was not a champion, then how is Shawn Porter, not worth two? You know, Porter's more fan friendly, better personality. He is stronger as a bull and will pressure him the whole fight. Crawford not KO him. It's a toss up on decision. I am telling you right now, this is the fight that if it gets made, and listen, if Terrence Crawford doesn't get Manny Pacquiao, because Manny Pacquiao, I believe, will take on Mikey Garcia over Terrence Crawford, because I believe Manny Pacquiao believe it is a bigger fight. Why? Because Mikey Garcia has a bigger Mexican fan base that, and I gotta say this about Mexicans, I have to say this, they support their own, and I can't knock that. Anybody that support their people, I applaud you. I applaud you. When many of them knew Errol Spence Jr. was going to beat the mannequin breaks off of Mikey Garcia, what did they say in the public? Mikey can do it. He can pull it off. His boxing skills. What did T Dub tell you? Nah, no, he's not. I said, listen. I said Errol Spence and Mikey, they actually are very damn similar. I mean, I, I was, they both have good fundamentals, work off the jab, good timing. Neither one rely on great footwork. I gotta go with the bigger man. And Mikey Garcia, I can't remember who he fought last. Can't remember. But he's going to get support, and it's crazy. But Mikey Garcia versus Manny Pacquiao is a would do better numbers than Mikey versus Terrence Crawford. Pacquiao too fast for Garcia, even at 40 years old. But see, here's my thing, Rudy. Here's the thing, Rudy. I heard that, but I'm gonna ask you a question. When Manny Pacquiao was in his 30s, was he too fast for Juan Manuel Marquez? When Pacquiao was in his 30s, was he too fast for Juan Manuel Marquez? Yes or no? See, I was gonna get off the stream, man, but you guys, you know, got me still out here talking this boxing now. Light lit up, did it? I was about to get off, but light lit up, did it? I just want to know if Mikey Garcia, if Manny Pacquiao is too fast for Mikey Garcia. Now, I want to ask you this: was he too fast for Juan Manuel Marquez? Mikey Garcia and Juan Manuel Marquez are very similar in styles, and I'm going to let you know why I would give Mikey Garcia a chance. The only reason that ain't gonna say the only reason. One of the main reasons Juan Manuel Marquez and Manny Pacquiao was always close. Why even when Manny Pacquiao was just running through people, he could never run through Juan Manuel Marquez because Manny Pacquiao attacks his opponents, and Juan Manuel Marquez is a counterpuncher. He don't have fast feet to save his life. If Juan Manuel Marquez was running from Jason, I think he'd get caught. He don't have fast feet. But if you strike him, he knows how to slip and counter. And Manny Pacquiao is an attacker. So if you are an attacker fighting a counterpuncher, that's what they want. Mikey Garcia has great timing, especially with the right hand. Me being an ex-boxer, me being a coach, a trainer, Manny Pacquiao is a southpaw. Do you want to know what the most deadliest and most accurate weapon that lands on a southpaw? It's a right hand. It's a right hand. Do you want to know what Manny Marquez knocked out Manny Pacquiao with? It was a right hand. Do you want to know that what Mikey Garcia was the best timing punch that he had? It's a right hand. So I give Mikey a shot. Mikey is out of his league at 147. Listen, the fight might not take place at 147 though. Manny Pacquiao is a small 147. Many times, Manny Pacquiao, I would say on average through his welterweight career, he never weighed 147. To be honest, when you look at natural weight, Mikey Garcia and Manny Pacquiao are closest to the same size and the same height. This might be like a catch weight of 144 or something crazy like that. What do you say? I like the Pacquiao versus Mikey fight. Good style matchup and both a little small for 147. I just said that, champ. There's going to be a good fight, but I'll take the legend Mikey cashing out. Oh, I mean, if Pacquiao would have fought Mikey right after Keith Thurman, I would have had Pacquiao. But right now, I don't know, man. I'm not picking a winner. I'm not picking a winner. I have to see some leading up to the fight to make a decision on that. I have to see because I don't know. I got to see, man. I don't know. Mikey didn't seem to carry his power to 147. No, because he's not a 147 pounder. But he only fought one fight at 147. Hold on, man. Listen, he only fought one fight at 147, right? And that was against Errol Spence Jr., right? And he didn't land too many punches on Errol Spence Jr. I would have to see him in at least 3 fights to say he don't carry his power. Because when you fight somebody who's arguably the best at 147 and took the best shots from Kell Brook and Shawn Porter, I need to see. But I don't know, man. Let's go. Manny beat De La Hoya at 147 and Margarito. Actually, Margarito was, I think, for 154, but they did a catch weight. Manny Pacquiao, think about this, right? Why Manny Marquez, who does not have speed, does not have fast feet, does not move his head. He don't move his head. Now he has a little defense and he can counterpunch well. And I like the way Juan Manny Marquez. I love the way he counterpunched because it wasn't a single shot. It was typically multiple shots. Right? But Juan Manny Marquez beat Manny Pacquiao right around the time when Manny Pacquiao was just chomping through the 147-pound division. Chomping through him. Okay, let me get my butt off here, man. I gave you guys a few extra minutes. Do me a favor, smash the like button, man. Subscribe, share the channel, right? Let's let the channel grow, get more people, have more fun. Till next time, I appreciate you guys coming in. Definitely giving your boy TW that work. He said Marquez is overall better than Mikey. But are we getting a prime Manny Pacquiao or 40-year-old Manny Pacquiao? He hasn't fought since fighting Keith Thurman. I don't know, guys. You let me know. Comment below, and I'm out.